horse lovers out there, we want to make sure our horse is very healthy and has everything they need. But sometimes it's easy to miss the biggest thing, which is colic. There are two types of colic that I want to talk about today. First, we have the mild symptoms, and we have the more serious and major symptoms. So first, let's talk about the mild side. Okay, so when you first horse, you might notice that they stop eating, drinking, and they stay still. And sometimes they look at their barrel and act restless. They may curl their upper lip too, and they lay down and get up multiple times. Their pulse can get slightly higher than normal, but it's still pretty average. They can go in the peeing position again, but they're not actually peeing. Now let's talk about the more serious side of colic. You may notice that your horse may lay down and roll, except you want to try and not let that happen, as it can mess up their digestive system when they roll. And they break out into very heavy sweat, even though they may not be doing anything. They may get very anxious and antsy and maybe start to pace and rock. And you also may notice that your horse may paw more severe this time and kick at its belly. Good girl. You may notice that they breathe heavier through their nose and kind of snort. Your horse's pulse is much more higher now and not in the average rank anymore. Your horse may start to thrash very violently, which means when they kind of throw their head in the air and kind of like rock back and kick and stuff, and that can be a very dangerous situation, especially when you're in a trailer or a stall. As soon as you notice the symptoms, call your vet and try to get them out as soon as possible. Keep your horse in a safe area. We want to make sure they have no nails in their hooves or a dangerous area where they can hurt themselves even more in this situation. If you need, you walk them if necessary. When your horse is laying down and they're just chilling, I guess it's okay if you don't walk them. But if they start to roll and thrash, you want to walk them, but don't put yourself in danger. We want to keep ourselves safe while keeping the horse safe too. Then I learned some things as I was doing some research, which I thought would be very cool to share with you pony clubbers out there. Now, another thing I learned is with the gums. Kendra won't let me do it. I tried it on her earlier, but basically you open their mouth and you can see their gum, which is, you try to put your thumb on their gum, and you want to press firmly, but not that it hurts them. And it's like if you do on your finger, how the white comes because the blood pressure is moved or whatever, and you see the white, then you release on the gum and see how long it takes for it to turn back to normal. If it takes less than 2 seconds, then you're good. But if it takes more, that's another sign of colic, and they may not have enough water in their system, and that's how you know they're dehydrated too. When you give your horse medication, it can decrease the pain and it can lose some of the symptoms. Only give your horse medication when your vet says it's okay, and like say they're 4 hours away, then yes, it's okay because the medicine will probably wear off by the time they get there. But you really want to check with your vet first so they don't lose any symptoms and they are in their regular colic stage, so when your vet comes, they can diagnose the medication exactly to what they need to help them get better.